Hey guys, it's Felix and Danny from HighForBooks. And first off, we want to say thank you for joining Danny and I on our first ever book review. I know Danny and I have been talking about this moment for quite some time, so let's get straight to it.
All right, guys, so first and foremost, if you're not following us on our Instagram, go ahead and follow us at HighForBooks. What we go ahead and do on that Instagram is introduce the books we're going to be reviewing every week, going over which books we're currently reading, and, other stuff like when our next book sessions are going to be. So join us on our book sessions. But what we did, so the book we're going to be reviewing is Jordan Belfort's The Way of the Wolf. And what we did in that last video is we went very briefly into the top 3 takeaways that we got from the book. But what we want to go ahead and do now is go over what Jordan Belfort, aka the Wolf of Wall Street, has to say about these top 3 things. First and foremost is going to be mindset.
Yeah, so Jordan Belfort goes into great details on this book on how to prep your mind before any situation. For example, maybe asking your boss for a raise.
Oh yeah.
So one way you can help prep your mind, before any interaction is by asking yourself, what type of value am I going to bring to the table? The reason why you want to ask that question is because those are going to be the reasons that are going to help you put yourself in a mindset where you'll be able to communicate clearly in what you want because you know what type of value you're going to bring. Which brings me to the next topic that goes hand in hand with mindset. It's going to be tonality. And tonality is also, very important, when you're trying to communicate, one, clearly, and second, effectively. And like Jordan Belfort states in the book, you have to believe in every word you say, so eventually it will lead you closer to your goal. I mean, what do you think, Danny? And bless you, by the way.
All right. So that's going to lead us, first and foremost, great. You hit all the points that I thought you were going to hit on mindset and tonality. Perfect. So second off, that's going to lead us to the straight line method. So this book is basically this straight line method that Jordan Belfort uses to convert prospect to cold hard sale, right? So when I first read this book, I wasn't in sales. Felix introduced this book to me. It was highly referred by one of my closest colleagues. And once I read that book, I was like, wow, this isn't just about sales. So I'm going to use the same example he used, asking your boss for a raise. So first and foremost, the first part of this straight line method is going to the qualified person. So if I'm in accounting, I'm not going to go ask the sales manager for a raise. He's not qualified to give me a raise. He doesn't know what kind of value I bring on a day-to-day basis. I'm obviously going to go to the qualified prospect, who's my accounting manager, right? He knows what I do every day. I can go to him and he will know exactly what I bring to the table. So once you've qualified your prospect and you know you're going to be talking to, you know your end goal, you know what you have to do to walk them. You basically want to picture it like a line. The fastest way to get somewhere is in a straight line. So you want to get that line and you want to be able to bring value. So go over the things that you do. For example, if you implemented a new accounting software and it made the company more money or it was more organized, you hint at that. If the person that you're training is doing well and is going to commit to working for the company long term, these are great things for a company. So you deserve a raise for those things. So what you do is you show your boss all those things, and it basically leads it to the point when you ask for the sale or ask for the raise. It's common sense, right? Yeah. So you basically walk them down the path to the point where your chances of converting that sale or getting that raise are a lot higher. But guys, it sounds like bread and butter, but there's going to be something called objections. And Jordan Belfort has some very strong opinions about objections.
Yeah, so objections are very well known in any life situation and especially in the world of sales. And Jordan Belfort, in this book, he actually goes into details on how he actually approaches these objections. And one tip that he gives away in the book is, one, by becoming an expert in your field. The reason why you want to become an expert in your field is so you can highlight the benefits of your product or your service to your prospect. That way they understand exactly how that product or service is gonna, improve their life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I have to say about objections. But what do you think, Danny?
Yeah. So objections very well known in the world of sales, are very well known in every aspect of life. For example, you might get turned down when you ask that raise. You might have to ask that raise 4, 5, 6 times. But what Jordan Belfort says is be persistent. Yeah. Every time, don't just walk away. They say no, don't walk away. Ask good questions. Figure out why they said no. Get to the underlying root on why you didn't get that raise so that the next time you ask for the raise, you have taken care of that objection. So you're just knocking down objection after objection after objection. And as long as you're persistent and bring value and you're passionate about, you deserving that raise, you're going to get it eventually. Yeah. sort of that's what I have to say about objections. That's going to lead us to a question that a lot of you guys were asking is how did this book help us in our everyday life? So,
this might seem a little basic and it might seem actually very simple, but one of the biggest takeaway and the takeaway that I got from this book is to become a great listener.
Oh, yeah.
The reason why you want to become a good listener is because if you become a good listener, you'll be able to ask very highly effective questions that will help you lead, a lot closer and a lot faster to your goal, whatever your goal is. But that is my takeaway. What is yours, Danny?
All right, so the takeaway that I got from this book is very simple. Can't summarize very well with the saying that I heard actually a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So the saying is actually going to be, always be the person with solutions. Don't be the person with problems. It's basically all it is. Always bring solutions. That's value. That's basically it there for me.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our first ever book review. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.